Hello everyone! So glad to see you again today. Welcome back to my Positivity YouTube channel. Now we come to part 16 of Wild Darling story. Happy listening! Can we keep this girl in our house? She's a beautiful woman. From today on, she will be Karim's wife. That's it. I don't want to hear the second chat about this. Karim's sister said, "Dear father, what will happen to Gulsam?" Karim's father said, "She is also Karim's wife." Gulsam's father and brothers have been informed of today's case, and they know that no one has the right to object to any decision that is made in the court, and they must accept it. I didn't understand all this operation, and I left the room. I fell victim to the unjust decision of some idiots. Now Gulsam also has to accept this wedding, although I don't know who and how that girl is, but this is really operation. Let's go back to Safura. We had reached the gate of Jabbar's house. Sahar knocked on the gate and we waited for someone to open the gate. Sahar said, "Didn't they hold Jabbar today?" I said, "As far as I can remember, the sentence was read out above. But at the time of his execution, I was unconscious, and I don't know whether the trial took place or not." At that moment, the door of the house opened, and the teenage boy asked, "Please." I removed my head cover from my face and said, "Go to Jabbar and tell him that Safura has come." The boy, who was astonished to hear this, said, "Wait," through his eyes, and then he closed the gate. I said, "Look, if his wife and children have not been informed yet, they will be now." It didn't take long, and suddenly a beautiful woman opened the gate, and she was surprised to see us at first, but she quickly said, "Who are you?" I took 2 steps and said, "I don't know how to introduce myself to you, as I don't want to upset you." The woman, whose behavior was clear, was surely Jabbar's wife. She said, "What do you mean? Why did you come to see Jabbar at this time of the night?" Sahar said, "Let me shorten the conversation for you. We were your husband's mistresses before we repented." The poor woman jumped out of her surprise and said, "Is it a lie?" I said, "I don't care whether you believe it or not, but I came here to ask a question. Now, if you allow me, I want to see Orion." The woman doubled the gate and said, "No, I won't allow you." Sahar put her hand through the gate and pushed the woman away to open the gate. The poor woman had fallen to the ground and was asking the neighbors for help. "Please help! The thief came to our house." I entered the house and said, "This man you are defending is not worth as much as the donkey in the yard. And we didn't come to steal. I asked your husband an important question and we leave." It was already at dawn, and we entered Jabbar's house. Jabbar's children were crying in fear and had gathered around him. Jabbar had also gotten up, halfway to get up, but it turned out that he had a difficult trial. I said, "I've nothing to do with your evil deed to spread the news about us. But tell me, who took Fariba with him?" Jabbar, whose lips were shaking, said, "It doesn't matter who took her with him. She has become a woman of the people now. You came too late to save her." Sahar asked Jabbar's son to get up. Then I took out a big knife from my bag and I put it to Jabbar's neck, and I said, "I'm not here to ask you why you reported us. I'm here just because I want to know where Fariba was and who took her." Jabbar's wife enters the house and when she saw the knife, she started screaming and shouting. I said, "If you take a step forward, I will cut your husband's neck. So stay put," and I pressed the stick to Jabbar's throat more, and his sigh became louder. I said, "It doesn't matter if someone has become a woman or not. Fariba is my daughter, and they took her without my permission. Talk like a man about who took my daughter, or say goodbye to your children." Jabbar said, "The son of Fatih took Fariba, the same boy who brought you to the court with him." I said, "What is his name? And where does he live?" Jabbar said, "His name is Karim, but I don't know where he lives. I swear to God, I don't know." I said, "Don't lie. If you don't know him, how come you could tell him about our house?" Jabbar said, "In the mosque, the same mosque near the house. I swear to God that he came to the mosque with his father and brother. When news of your house came, they joined of their Mujahideen brothers and came to your house. I don't know anything more than this." Sahar called me. "My aunts, let's go now before the neighbors come." I got up, and when I was passing by in front of Jabbar's wife, I said, "I have known your husband since I was a young girl, even before he got married with you." Then I left that house in front of the angry and hateful look of that woman. Sahar said, "Aunt, why did you say this to his wife?" I looked at Sahar and said, "Because Jabbar was not worth such a woman. God willing, she will get a divorce." Sahar laughed and said, "Amen." "Where do we go now?" I said, "We'll go to the house first thing in the morning to find Karim." "What happened to Fariba now?" I was sitting in the dark of the night when Karim came out of the house and came towards me. He had something in his hand. When he approached me, he put his hand forward and said, "This is for you." I asked him, "What is it?" He said, "Take and see for yourself." As the person who is always curious, I reached out my hand to him and took it. It was hot. I opened it. It's warm and had good smell of kebab, and my mouth filled with water. I said, "Thank you. You really bought me for free." Karim said, "What?" I understood what I had said. Then he said sharply, "There is a proverb. Don't misunderstand when you want to thank someone. You'd better use this proverb." Karim continued talking. "Anyway, today I brought you kebab, but don't eat this food anymore. They are not healthy, and they make you feel dizzy." And in the end, I said, "Enough, my appetite went away. What are you doing?" Karim said, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Enjoy your meal." I was eating kebab when Karim said, "You understand, I apologize for today, especially for that aerial shot. I'm not usually aggressive, but I had to. You're still young and you don't understand this thing, but one day you will realize that what I did was for your own sake." Well guys, that's all for now. See you soon in part 17 of Wild Darling Story. Don't miss it. By the way, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for listening. See ya!